Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamoolam Gurumurti Poojamulam Gurupadam Mantramulam Guruvakyam Mokshamulam Gurukrupa. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Nana Paramatmane Namaha.
Thank you, Grishma. Om Shri Nana Paramatmane Namaha. Hello, Indra aunty. మీరు కనిపించారు, చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. Yeah, Jyothi, it's so nice to see you here. I mean, it's so long actually since I see you. You were that quiet person. Even when you were visiting Nannagaru, you were a very quiet and personal person. Like, I mean, you would come quietly visit him, and only if Nannagaru, like called you beside him, you would go sit and talk to him. And otherwise, you're quietly sitting somewhere, just feeling his presence.
Yeah.
So, we would really love to listen from you on your life journey with him and your spiritual transformation and how you were attracted to Nana and how the subject, helped you in your life. So we would love to hear from you. Jyothi, tell about yourself also, because we know very little. You hardly spoke. We love you. We always loved you because you were that quiet, sweet girl. But we didn't know much because we hardly shared anything, right? Like, we would love I'd love you to share it here.
Yeah, sure. I was very quiet. I now feel that I should have interacted and known many things about Nannagaru with you all. But I don't know why it happened. I was generally an introvert, normally only. So, and then, first of all, if I belong to the Savitri Mama's sister, granddaughter. And also my father family also is a relative of Nannagaru actually. My father's native place is Komara. So and my grandfather is childhood friend of Nannagaru actually.
Oh, so
and
you have so many connections with Nana.
Yeah, and it's like a far relation, but 4 fathers level cousins and same village. Nannagaru spent some time during his childhood in Komara, no? So that time I think they became friends, and my grandfather and my grandmother is friend of Kannamagaru.
Oh, I see.
And grandfather's mother is friend of Nannagaru's mother. It's like all our friends. And
interlinked, so many interlinked.
So many. And my father is friend to his sons, like that.
I see. I mean, each generation had they were friends.
That connection is there.
Relations and family friends.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Nannagaru, my grandfather was bedridden for 20 years. He got paralysis, and so Nannagaru, whenever he comes to Komara, he used to visit and stay in his son's house. So he used to
Oh,
come to
okay.
our house and
Okay.
talk to his friend, and he used to caress his back, sit next to him, and inquire about his well-being and all. He used to come, and that time we don't know much that he is that we
Yeah,
should
I
clean
was.
the room properly before he comes and all. That was not taken care of, and we were not aware that generation.
Yeah,
And
I
my
know.
grandfather also, he used to speak with Nannagaru like, "You are my friend, but
Mm.
people say you are God." What
Yeah.
is this kind of, I mean, respectfully only, but he's
Yeah.
surprised.
Yes, yes.
So he used to just
Understandable,
smile.
no?
Nanagaru
Yeah.
used to, in reply, only smile, and he
Mm.
will do his things, no? He will
Yeah.
show a lot of
I mean, he
compassion and all.
behaved, Rekha, he behaved so simple, no? Like he will,
Normal,
like, you know,
as if he's
a
an,
normal, yes, a rural, old gentleman who, like addressed everybody very sweet and affectionately. I mean, he never
yeah,
revealed his, that godliness. I mean, we knew he
yeah.
was divine because his behavior, his actions, his speech was very different from the rest, but still, it was difficult for us to comprehend he was God initially.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the thing, and
Yeah.
even if someone visits from Komara, he used to inquire about my
Ah,
grandfather, how he is and all. So
ah,
once we went to our native place,
ah.
Komara, when I was only 4 years old. So
Okay.
that time, my mother took
Ah,
me. We got to know that Nannagaru is in Komara only. So in here,
okay.
in some house, I don't know. So
Ah.
we both, my mother's first time, she is seeing Nannagaru, and she took me also. So we both
That was
went.
approximately in the year. I mean, we were very
82.
small, maybe
82.
82.
It is because I inquired to tell, no, I have to correct tell number, correct number. So I thought I will be because I remember that scene very clearly. So I
Okay.
inquired my mother what would be my age. I thought 5, 6,
Hmm.
but she told it is 4 only.
Oh, you were just 4-year-old then
4,
when
and
you
we
met for the
went.
first time.
Yeah, yeah. And we went there, and only few ladies were standing somewhat far, and
Hmm.
no one was sitting very near to him. Also, nobody is
Hmm.
there. So we went, and we sat, and he spoke with my mother for some time, and
Hmm.
later he looked at me very interestingly. He looking very excitedly, and he asked me a question: "Who
Hmm.
is your favorite god?"
Okay.
And I said, Sivudu. Like that only I said. Only one word answer. And
So you were
then,
an introvert from your childhood.
yeah, yeah. With Nannagaru also, I didn't speak much. He
No.
only will
Well,
tell everything. I listen and go. It's like that.
it's
But
good actually,
uh,
You make very few mistakes if you talk less.
yeah, yeah, that's the fear actually. I don't know anything. If he asks some question also, what should I tell and all, so I was very quiet actually. Then what happened? That's the meeting end, but that impression was still I'm able to.
Hmm.
I have that memory.
Hmm.
I can see that glimpse of Nannagaru in my memory. It is there still. That I felt he is somewhat different. I don't know no, who is he is that time.
Hmm.
So I felt he is somewhat different from the other people. He is
Hmm.
so different, like that. That impression was there.
Hmm.
And later we were back to our
Hmm.
place, like Rajamandri. I
Hmm.
born and brought up.
Okay, you
Everything
were
is
born and brought up in
Rajamandri.
Rajahmundry. Okay, okay.
So we are back, and we are into normal life. And after 4, 5 years, I got up in the midnight, and
Hmm.
Shiva Namam is coming from inside. And
Oh, I mean, how long after you met him?
it's like 4, 5 years after
Years
4, 5 years
later. Okay, okay, okay.
later. But I could relate this
It's
with
to
that. Uh,
this incident.
this is
Yeah, yeah.
something.
Nannagaru asked you who is your favorite god, and you said Sivudu.
I
And
said Sivudu,
suddenly,
I don't know
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
that Nama was going on, so I felt okay, something relation, and again I forgot everything, and I was very curious with respect to academics. I used to read so much, and I used to go for talent exams and all those things were there.
Okay.
When I
So
was
you
in
were,
seventh.
You were academically interested.
Academically interested, not excellent, but I used to put a lot of hard work on that. So I used to go for some exams, register talent exams and all, and very serious about it also. And so one day, before in sixth class, my mother went to Arunachalam actually. She was already reading Amrita Vakalu, and she was interested with this subject and Bhagwan and all. She went to Arunachalam, and she came back and she brought a big Bhagwan photo and she kept it in the hall, and she bought some cassettes also, Bhagwan cassettes, and she used to play the songs and all. So I was like, what is this songs? This songs has no music sense and all, not movie songs, no? It is different. So I used to complain, what are these songs? Don't play like that. And Bhagwan also, I was like, I was from childhood, it is like, I don't want anyone to force others. If someone forces others, I don't like. So my mother, no, always she used to tell, oh, pray put namaskaram to Bhagwan. So I said, if you like, you do. I will do to God only. Whatever I like. Like that I used to argue with her. And then one day I was going to talent exam, and she asked me, you do namaskaram and go. Then I said, oh, no. That day I argued much, and I said, no, I will not do namaskar, and I left for the exam. And they never it happened. My hall ticket and some other hall ticket number, other person's hall ticket, same, and they did not allow us to write for some time.
My God.
Then I felt, oh, something is there. I said no like that, it is not correct. Then after coming back, I put namaskaram to Bhagwan. Oh, I'm sorry like that. And then I was okay with Bhagwan also. I was doing namaskaram and all. And later,
but I mean, you were made to write later, or you were totally not allowed to write?
Which one? I later, once I recollected, no, that I was allowed to write, but it took a lot of time, delay.
And also, probably you missed on time.
Yeah. That is a very simple exam, actually, but I was very serious, no? That time, very serious with all these things.
Studies and exams.
Studies and all. So after 7th and 8th, I used to read books. Whatever book available to me, I used to read. And Ramana Bhaskara was there in my house, and I used to read all the Ramana Bhaskara books. And I am able to understand also. I mean, many concepts except that who am I and all. I used to understand, and I used to like it. So it was good. And in 10th class, I went to Nannagaru meeting, public meeting also. So along with my mother, I used to like the subject. It is no behavior, how to you should be, how to you.
It's basically mind training, like training your mind. Yeah.
So, and also Vivekananda quotations, and my father used to tell me about Bhagavad Gita and all. That you should not harm anyone, all these things, like righteous things and all. So I went to the public meeting. So in that meeting, I used to listen very carefully actually. But what happened in the middle, that radiance came out of Nannagaru, like brightly. He became suddenly very bright. That what happened like that? I'm rubbing my eyes. What is this? Something happened.
See if this is real or not.
What is this happening? This radiance is coming, so much radiance is coming and all. I didn't share with anyone, and I slowly came back, and once I'm back, I shared with my mother that suddenly that radiance kind of thing happened, and she said she also felt the same. And oh, something different it is, I thought. And the next meeting is in intermediate, when Pandava Mama's first year ceremony, Shraddha ceremony is there.
Oh, so I see. Oh, she was also very, very devoted, no? Pandava Mama was highly devoted to Nannagaru.
Yeah.
I mean, she treated him like God.
Yeah. Pandava Mama
she knew from the beginning he's none other than God, no? Like, she was very, very devoted. And she was a lot of inspiration to that generation people also, I guess.
Yeah, she is the one for starting days. She was the one, and also she told all her children always keep saying, "Nannagaru is God only. You go there. You don't leave Nannagaru." Like that, she used to tell everybody. And also, she never same like Nannagaru. She never exposed her her divinity. Also, she was very
She was
composed and
simple. Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
But I got to know that she also came to my house, I think house or somewhere we met, and she said my mother that we should not give much importance to body.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
And also she was like, I saw her many times in function, wherever in functions and all. She used to be very quiet, and she will be always sitting in yoga posture only, yoga posture.
Okay. Oh, she was a very good sadhaka. I mean, like, she was
She
quite
was.
spiritual.
Yeah, she is very, but she never tells that.
Anybody,
We
yeah.
have to
I mean,
only find.
yeah.
And
I mean, truly spiritual people are like that, actually, no? Like, they're very quiet about what they're doing, and
they
they don't
don't
even
reveal.
know that they are holy or goodness, no? Like, it's natural to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also
yeah.
she is, I think she could see Durga, Parvati Devi also. She was able to see, and she tells something to her, and it's like stories were there like that, and that is about her.
I mean, she had visions of God, goddess,
Visions of God.
goddess, and guidance from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, many of our grandparents' time, no, like those people who were devoted. Even I remember my grandmother, she used to say, like, I had a vision of Krishna, I had mother coming and talking and all. Then we were like, is this true or is she imagining? But it is true because in their case,
Yeah.
they
We
get to
feel that.
see.
Is it true
Yeah,
or
as a
something
child.
like that?
But later I realized it was so true because
It is
when we
true.
had experience ourselves, when we experience it ourselves, we know, okay, they had it really, and then I think it's their genes or their samskaras which we inherited a little.
Yeah. A bit.
A little.
And
Yeah.
then what happened? I went to that Shraddha ceremony, and Nanagar came and gave a meeting. Meeting
Okay.
was
Okay.
conducted, and after the meeting, my mother said, "I will introduce you to Nannagaru."
Hmm.
She said, I said, no. Why? Not required. I will see from far and listen and go. Not required. Why? Like that I was telling. But see, my grandmother and Savitri Mama and my mother, three of us introduced me to Nannagaru that she is so and so. She is very good in academics and all. Not so good, but they felt it is so good. 80%, 78%, 80% that time. But they were saying she is very good. She is getting like this, or like that. They were telling to Nannagaru, and Nannagaru is just looking at me, and okay, I was very quiet and looking at him. And what he did, he was talking to someone else. He moved his head towards right, and then immediately I thought, okay, let me do that Pada Namaskaram. He is busy. I will finish my work. And then I did that Pada Namaskaram. I completely
You
bent
touched
and
it.
bowed my head,
Yeah.
and I was doing and closing my eyes. And then by the time I opened, is fully focusing on me with both hands, blessing me. Oh, it's like God present when we opened our eyes. that that's the impression I
He's
got.
blessing you with both his hands.
Both hands and full focus for a few
Yeah.
minutes, and then
Yeah.
okay, finally introduction happened, and then we came back, and normally actually I was reading one book I got that Vinilakasanlo Vintakanti. That
Sintakanti, yeah, that was a
that
wonderful book.
book is like a
Vinilakasanlo
Bible and
Vintakanti.
Bhagavad Gita for me.
It's short stories.
Yeah, short stories.
Very inspiring short stories, yes.
Very, I mean, it used narration was so good that we could
Good.
feel it.
Yes.
It was like that.
And the
So
title also is so beautiful, no? Vinilakasanlo Vintakanti. I mean,
yeah,
I used to love the title. I mean, I used to wonder who
yeah,
gave this title, no? Because,
yeah.
yeah.
That book is like every day I used to read, and at night I have to read that book and sleep. Then only
Okay.
I will be peaceful. I mean, this world is like fully like troubles only, right? Like so many
Yes.
tensions for me. That academic tensions were more. So if I listen to him and read that book, I used to get that peace. And I used to read same book for 8 years. I read every day, same
Oh, really?
night,
Okay. Wow.
same book. I didn't leave that book. That is like for God for me. And
Yeah.
I used to understand also many questions and answers. In the but only one concept I was not able to understand is who am I, and all that concept is
Yeah.
somewhat
Yeah.
different for me.
Yeah, it was
And
difficult for everybody, Jyothi, actually, Rekha. I mean,
yeah.
initially, initially, yes, like it was very difficult to comprehend this who am I. I mean, we would love the subject because it was
Yeah.
simple. It was a training to our mind. It was, all the good virtues that you have to live good, you have to think good, you have to talk good, and you have to avoid desires. I mean, simple things we would understand easily, but who am I was something, I mean, it took a longer time for us to comprehend it.
Mm.
Because we were
Yeah.
too young and small, so we
Yeah.
couldn't comprehend. 1 minute, I think Swarajam Auntie's video is on, and I'm so happy to see her because these people they refuse to come on screen. Swarajam Auntie, మీరు కనిపిస్తున్నారు, మాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. చిక్కడపల్లి స్వరాజ్యం ఆంటీ. ఆంటీ చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. మీరు సత్సంగంలో మాట్లాడడానికి ఒప్పుకోరు కదా, సో ఇలాగా భగవాన్ నాన్నగారు అందరికి కనిపించాలని చెప్పి మీ వీడియో ఆన్ చేయించారనమాట. యా, కంటిన్యూ రేఖ.
Yeah. Yeah. And
జస్ట్ మినిట్ జ్యోతి, జస్ట్ మినిట్ రా రేఖ. గ్రీష్మ,
yeah.
ఇఫ్ పాసిబుల్ అన్మ్యూట్ స్వరాజ్యం ఆంటీ 1 minute రా.
Yeah.
She's not aware that she's on video, but she will not come otherwise. So it's such a pleasure to have her here.
Unmuted.
Yeah, unmuted. Swarajam aunty.
చెప్పమ్మా.
నమస్కారం, ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
నమస్కారం తల్లి. నీకు ఫోన్ చేస్తామంటే నువ్వు బిజీగా ఉంటావని చేయడం లేదమ్మా.
మీరు ఇప్పుడు మా సత్సంగంలో కనిపిస్తున్నారు, అందుకు మిమ్మల్ని అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి మాట్లాడుతున్నా మీతో. అందరూ చూడొచ్చు ఇప్పుడు మిమ్మల్ని.
సరే, నన్నేం చూస్తారమ్మా, ముసలమ్మ.
ముసలమ్మ కాదు, బాగా పండిపోయిన భక్తురాలు మీరు.
అబ్బా, ఇంకేమన్నా ఉన్నాయా?
రామనామం ఆంటీ జ్యోతి, రేఖ ఆంటీ రామనామం అంటే నాన్నగారు చిక్కడపల్లి వెళ్తే వాళ్ళని చూసి అనేవారు, మేము భక్తి వీళ్ళ నుంచి నేర్చుకున్నాం, అంతకు ముందు మాకు భక్తి లేదు అని.
అవును, చూసాను, అప్పుడు విన్నాను.
అంత దే సచ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ పీపుల్, ఐ మీన్ సచ్ వండర్ఫుల్ సోల్స్. దే వర్ సో హంబల్. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు పాండురంగ గురించి చెప్పావు కదా, యూ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ హర్ అండ్ ఆల్ దీస్ పీపుల్ నో, లైక్ ఐఎమ్ సో గ్లాడ్ దే స్టిల్ లైక్ దేర్ అమాంగ్స్ట్ us and we feel their sweetness. స్వరాజ్యం ఆంటీ, మీరు రామనామం సంవత్సరాల నుంచి చేస్తున్నారు.
ఏం చేయడం లేదు.
She had a huge accident. ఆంటీ నీకు పెద్ద యాక్సిడెంట్ అయింది కదా మధ్యలో?
అవునమ్మా, అవును.
ఏ సంవత్సరంలో అది?
గుర్తులేదమ్మా, 32 అనుకుంటా. గుర్తులేదు. పరిచయం అయినాక 2 yearsకే. మనకి ఎప్పుడు పరిచయం అయిండు? మీరు నాకు ఒకసారి అయిండు.
అవును, 1991, 92 ఆ టైంలో ఆంటీ. 1991.
అప్పుడు దాని తర్వాత 2 yearsకే అయింది.
పెద్ద యాక్సిడెంట్ కదా, ఆల్మోస్ట్ నడుమంతా ఇబ్బంది.
అవును, పెద్ద యాక్సిడెంట్ అమ్మా.
మీకు ఆ యాక్సిడెంట్ అయినప్పుడు కూడా మీకు లోపల రామనామం జరిగింది కదా, ఎందుకంటే డాక్టర్స్ మిమ్మల్ని టెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు మీ గుండె చప్పుడు అందరిలా కాకుండా వేరేలా వినిపిస్తూ ఉంటే అదేంటి అని అనుకుంటే తర్వాత తెలిసిందంట మీరు లోపల ఏదో నామం చేసుకుంటున్నారు అని.
ఎవరన్నారు? నాకు అదేం జరగలేదే.
మీకు గుర్తులేదు, మాకు తెలుసు, ఎందుకంటే ఇది నాన్నగారే మాకు చెప్పారు తర్వాత.
ఏమో నాకు తెలియదమ్మా.
ఆవిడికి ఎంత విశ్వాసం అంటే, ఆవిడికి రామనామం పట్ల ఎంత పట్టు అంటే, ఆవిడికి అంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ అన్కాన్షియస్ స్టేజ్ లో కూడా ఆవిడికి లోపల రామనామం జరుగుతూ ఉంది అని. అంటే అంత భక్తులమ్మ వాళ్ళు. అంటే దే డోంట్ ఈవెన్ నో దే ఆర్ సచ్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ డివోటీస్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ సో న్యాచురల్ టు దెమ్. లైక్ పాండుమామ గురించి మాట్లాడితే ఆవిడ కనిపించారు కదా అని ఒక మాట మాట్లాడిందామని.
చాలా సంతోషం,
చాలా
చాలా సంతోషం.
మాకు ఇంకా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. ఇదిగో ఇలాగే ఇంతకు మించి ఏముండదు మాట్లాడుకోవడం అంటే. సో ఒక సత్సంగం మనం తెలుగులో చేద్దాం మరి.
సరే,
అమ్మా ఇంగ్లీష్ లో. చెప్పమ్మా రేఖ.
And then and in degree first year we went to Arunachalam also one day whole, and it was very beautiful experience and peace in Skanda Ashramam and all. It was a different world altogether. I felt first time. It is like no thoughts there.
It is true. I mean, it's an experience of everybody in Rekha. That
everybody.
I mean, it's a different world altogether, no?
It is a different world altogether.
It's like you're sent into trance naturally, even without any effort at all, because the place itself is so sacred and holy, and there's so many Mahatmas here.
And later we went to, actually my grandmother and father were staying in Kakinada. So during holidays, degree only, we were planned to go there, and same time Nannagaru was coming, so we planned that time that we went there. And in the bus, my mother, she bought a garland, like Kanakambram garland, and she told, you put that garland, offer this to Nannagaru. I said, no, I will not offer. Okay, we'll ask our cousin or someone. Let's see. We went, and there we both went where Nannagaru was residing, and both so many people were there, but the first two places were vacant. And Nannagaru, immediately after seeing both of us, he said, my relatives have come. Happily he was saying, and everybody laughed. He said, no, really, Andy, they are my relatives, they are my Komara relatives. Like that he said. And then everybody called those two places, first two places, and then we went. I thought I'll stand in some corner and just see and go, but that front place was there. In front. And then immediately Nannagaru put his right hand on his chest and closed his eyes for 5 minutes, and then he opened and said, you will study MCA, and you will study definitely MCA, and then you will earn lot of money. That calculation also he said, like your father in how many years, in years your father earned, in 1 year you will earn, like that something he told, and he told so much. And then I was like, okay. Then he asked, then that garland my mother gave me, and I got that courage. Okay, I got up, but I was hesitating that Nannagaru himself bent his head and took that garland, and he put himself that garland, and then he was very looking happy that day. And then he said, will you go to America, US? He asked me a question. I said, no, I strongly said that no, like that. And then he said, what, if it is in destiny, you will not go? Then I said, okay, if it is in destiny, what can I do? That teaching started there, like destiny. If it is in destiny, we have to go. I mean, we can't do anything. And also in that Bhagavan book also, I used to read about that word only, like whatever is destined to happen, that will happen. And whatever is not destined, whatever you try, it will not happen. Anyway, there is no question. Every day I used to read that statement definitely, because it clears all my, it will be very peaceful then. No doership at all. like nothing.
Anyway,
So,
things happen the way they have to happen. It's got nothing to do with us.
nothing to do with us. So that thing again, Nannagaru also that day after he said, okay, I said, if it is in destiny, I will go. Then he smiled. If it is in destiny, you will go. Like that he said. Means I can't say like that means. Like no, like that we should not take anything like we will not go or we will go. We should not decide. If it is in destiny, we have to go. Otherwise, okay, like that I understood later. And then again he said MCA, no. So then I fixed that I have to do MCA only. Then after he insisted that I should take coaching. He keep on telling me I should take coaching, and then I took coaching also, and I got some 5,000 rank, and in MSc I got 300 rank. I got good rank in MSc actually, but I didn't get MCA seat in first two counselings. And later MSc I will get. If I go, I will get. But Nannagaru said only MCA, no. So I was not joining any college. I'm staying like, okay, I said my mother, okay, I will study. I will write again next year and I will join MCA only. Because Nannagaru said MCA, I'll study that only. I will not study anything else. That was the blind thing I did, blind belief. And everybody was forcing me, asking me, pressure was there, like, why my grandmother, why don't you join?
Why don't you join?
Join, why don't you join? Why you are wasting one more year? And my friends and my mother also asking. And then I said, some force is stopping me. That word how I got, really I felt like that. That I'm unable to.
Something was stopping you from joining.
Stopping me. I mean, that decision is not being taken. I'm not able to take it. And then I waited, and everybody going to colleges. I am at home only and reading that book again, preparing for next year. And after 5 months, new colleges came, 4 new colleges. And the counselings, they called me for the counseling, and I joined in the same year.
Oh, that's very nice. So you didn't lose much time.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
I mean, I know, so beautiful. It's really beautiful, Rekha. I mean,
it's miracle.
You waited, something stopped you from joining, even in spite of people pressurizing you, and then you were preparing for this, and it happened that new colleges opened and you joined.
Yeah, it's a miracle for me. Getting after everything started, and we joined, and immediately 4 months we got exams, and we wrote, and so I felt it's definitely I have to study well. So MCA I studied very well. I did a lot of hard work. And in MCA, because lately joining and I couldn't meet Nannagaru that time, and after second year exams I went there. And my mother, we went there, and he was in Chittubabu Garu's house actually. Nannagaru was in Chittu. So he took us from, yeah, in Jinur. Mostly I met in Jinur only. And here SR Nagar, there Jinur mostly I went there. Yeah, then he said, come, let's go to our house, and he took us to a hut. That place is there, no? From by outside to their kitchen, one way will be there. It is there. He made us sit. To both of us are there. Then my mother said that Nannagaru, she didn't join anything. She waited for MCA only. She said next year she will do like that. Then Nannagaru was very happy. She said like that, and he was very happy, and also said you can go for a job.
Obeyed what he said.
Yeah. Happy that about the faith I have maybe.
Yes. Very, very sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, no, one thing I observed, I used to, whatever I used to feel, no, inside like, oh God, I studied very hard in second year, so I used to feel, oh, sometimes, night late, I was studying, so I used to feel inside like, oh God, I'm feeling so Pressurize. I mean, so hard work I'm doing. How long I should do it? Like that, any question I have in my heart, and whenever I meet Nannagaru, he used to answer that.
Okay.
He said,
so whatever you
okay,
used to think, he used to. Used to
like
respond even
whatever we
without you
submit,
asking him.
we ask God. No, sometimes we talk inside ourselves, like to God or someone. Oh, how long I should do like that? Then whenever I go, he used to say, you need not. This is the last time. You will not have to work anymore this much. You worked hard a lot this year, and also if I'm helping someone and all, he used to ask, do you have any candidates who are from BA and will you help them? Whatever they're happening, he used to ask. That is
He used
common.
to ask here, he used to talk
I
here.
used to ask, and he knows
I mean,
everything
this is so
about me. It is
common,
like
no?
that.
This is everybody's experience, Rekha. You know, like
This is everybody's. Yeah.
everybody's experience that you think something or you want to, you hesitate to say something or it's just your inner voice. You talk to yourself also. He will respond to you as if he's listening to you or as he's seeing you.
That means,
I mean, this is what I make one very important point here. This is where all of us realized that he knows every thought that comes.
because he is inside us
Inherently,
only.
yeah,
He is
yeah.
he is as Atma living inside us
Yeah.
and listening to us.
Though we didn't know this terminology, we knew that he knew everything.
Yes.
Very naturally, we knew that he knew everything. Grishma, another 1 minute break, huh? Just unmute Jhansi aunty. Grishma, okay, fine. Yeah, she's Jhansi from Poduru. I mean, she was the one who, like served Kannamma in the kitchen. She does even today. I mean, like very, very close. Like Gurus have this kitchen cabinet, Yeah, Grishma, I think she switched off her video. You can unmute her. Yeah. So these people, I mean, it's good that, they appear accidentally on the screen. Jhansi aunty was, she comes almost every day, Rekha. She doesn't sit much with Nannagaru. She helps Kannamma in the kitchen full time, like they helped Kannamma cook meals for Nana. They were such huge support. They were like right hand to their family, entire family, not just devotees of Nannagaru. Like there's so many people in the rural areas, no? These women, they were not seen outside. They were not seen on the screen, but they helped so much. I mean, they served the Guru and his family so much, so quietly, so naturally. They don't even feel that they have done something good.
Yeah, they don't feel that.
Yeah, and they never come on screen. So today, accidentally when they come on the screen, it's so good to talk about them because they refuse to come to the platform, this platform and speak. The fear of that everybody will see them. Or
That is there.
Yeah. So continue, Rekha. Please continue.
Then.
So he would read your thoughts. So he would know.
And he would answer them.
Yeah.
So whenever, I used to answer, and he said that you have lot of patience. He said you have lot of patience, like that 3 times he said in the same time when we met, and also blessing. One way he is blessing that patience. I thought it is a blessing to give me some patience improvement, but words he is telling you have a lot of patience. And
this is what he did to everybody, no, Rekha. Whichever he wanted us to improve, no, he would say we had it.
We had it.
This is such beauty because I mean we have so much to learn even in day-to-day life, Rekha. Because he was so assertive about positive and assertive, no. Whatever he wants you to improve, he would say you had it. So we had this feeling that no, I should improve on this. I know, consciously I know this is not, I'm not up to the mark. Since Nannagaru is saying I need to improve on this. And also, he would also say the grace, not only just say it.
And it will happen. Definitely,
it will happen. Correct. Yes. He would, whatever he was telling that we had, he blessed us with it.
Yes, he blessed 3 times, that too, and with both blessing and all, I felt very blessed that day.
Yeah.
And somehow PG is completed, and I was in one year for project work and all. I came to Hyderabad that time, and this time I was worried about my this career and all. So my project work was not going well actually for me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was somewhat worried, and in that times when I go to Nannagaru, used to come frequently to Hyderabad to Savitri Mama house, and I
Okay.
used to go and see. Then he never used to talk to me. He was very serious with me. So I felt okay, something I'm not doing, I'm doing, worrying is not correct or something. So I understood that okay, worrying is not correct. That's why Nannagaru was very
He's not paying much attention.
not serious, also serious. So next time also, so I was trying to control it, but that vasana is there. I think that everything,
It's
career
natural,
and
no?
all.
Then, yeah. We tend to
So
worry about what next. Yeah.
what next? What next? And many hurdles in that project work is not going on properly actually. One day I went and it was not successful, and I was coming back. I was struggling a lot inside, that is burning me. Mm, and one day suddenly I remembered Bhagwan and felt, what happens much? They will reject that project. That's it. What will happen? For that, why I'm suffering this much? I need not
Yeah.
suffer this much. Let's see what destiny will do. Being a devotee and reading all these things, I'm what
Why am
silly
I
I'm
not,
doing.
yes, yeah, why
I
am I
felt
not
like
able
that,
to be
and then
quiet? Yeah. Why am I
then
worried?
immediately that day I thought that, and Bhagwan I remembered and thought that. After that, I didn't feel anything about that,
Very
and
nice.
I left
Very
it
nice, Rekha.
completely.
Yeah. This is
I
how
left it.
subject helped us so much, no? I mean, we didn't even
Yeah,
feel like we were making an effort for progress, but because he was so insistent and he was so, like he would address us personally, he would guide us
personally.
personally. Yeah. So it meant so much to us because he did it with
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
love and compassion. So it was very natural for us to obey him, no? Like whatever he said, we wanted to obey
yeah.
to
Try,
make him
try
happy, to
to.
keep ourselves happy. Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So the main thing is God will not be, or the Guru will not be happy if we suffer ourselves. That I understood. So we should be happy. We should not suffer ourselves. And then I left that, and I was so free from then onwards. And the project also went somehow. It was
Well,
totally stopped, but it
yeah,
moved
yeah.
somehow.
With
It
me.
moved,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was so happy. And later, actually, during that period, lot of spiritually I improved. Actually, in my grandmother's house,
Oh,
I used to go for satsangs. Like my grandmother used to teach yoga system and all.
oh, really?
Um,
Nice.
so,
Okay.
and also Nannagaru used to come, I used to go, and Bhagwan devotees, old devotees, sometimes Padmanti took me there, and I used to go to Ramakrishna Math meetings, and lot of things. And my grandmother's food is somewhat very divine, sattvic, so
Oh,
much sattvic, and if we
yeah.
eat, we'll feel sattvic and became very sattvic there. And
Oh,
because of that and all these things, and later what I did, we had so many books in their house, Bhagwan books.
okay.
My pinny bought so many books, and I read many books of Bhagwan, everything, who am I, those questions, everything I read.
Okay.
And I felt, yes, this is true. Whatever is destined to happen, even switching on the fan is true, means even if
Yeah,
we
it's
don't want,
destiny means, yeah, everything
yeah,
is, Bhagwan says, pre-recorded. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's pre-recorded. Everything is
That is
pre-recorded.
destiny.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
what is
yeah.
there? Whatever is destined, the body will do that work.
Yes,
We have nothing to do with, even if we don't plan, it will do it. That
yes, it'll happen.
suddenly that
Yeah.
thought will come and we'll do it. I felt, is it correct or not? I don't know. But
No,
my
no, this
feeling
is
is,
something we all experimented on, I think, Rekha. This is something
yeah,
all
yeah,
of us have experimented on because,
experimented.
because it's it's not very easy to accept that everything is predetermined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many times, even me, I would be like, if I used to love to sleep, like it's very difficult for me to wake up in the morning, or if we had classes, if I had a little break, if we go to hostel back for lunch and all, I would have a small nap and wake up again, and then to think, if it is in destiny, we will move. So there were times, when I wouldn't put alarm to check if it's my destiny to wake up at this point of time. I would just think, I need to wake up at 6 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning. I will not put an alarm. Let me see if destiny wakes me up. I mean, it's very silly and stupid. But, you want
Yeah. I did the same thing, actually.
Yeah, you were young and you didn't know, you were listening to the subject and you want to experiment on it. And you will not believe, Rekha, it used to happen, no? Like, just alarm kottinattu. Like, it's like you really put an alarm. You would wake up as if somebody has knocked the door, or somebody woke you up from sleep. Exactly the time I used to think I should wake up in the mornings. Even if I didn't put an alarm, I should wake up so and so time. I would fix it in my mind, I would sleep. And exactly at that time, I would be woken up.
Yeah.
These silly things. You just want to experiment with the truth.
Yeah. Same experiment. I did what I did. Okay, tomorrow morning, I will not plan from now. I will not do anything. But still, next day I used to go to somewhere else and used to do project submission, some printouts and all. All I used to do, but without any thought, and I became so much introvert, thoughtless state came because of the sattvic food and all these things were there, no, around. All thoughts were no thoughts. I mean, I was deliberately trying and it happening also. No thoughts.
So beautiful.
For 1 month like that, I mean, very less. Most of the time I could do it.
You were quiet and peaceful.
Quiet and very peaceful. And I was, because I read many books, no, and that everywhere, that who am I concept was there. I have to question.
Yeah.
And,
especially Yoga system. It's very, very beautiful because they tell you stories, sub-stories, and then they take you to the truth so beautifully and make you believe that this is not true. I mean, all this is just happening. It's just illusion. It's all dream stuff.
Yeah.
So it takes you to the truth, like the more you read, the more you comprehend. It automatically takes you to this thoughtless state. Yeah.
Spiritually very good improvement I have got that time. Like I wish I could continue, but I was like that only for 1 month, and later I went. Actually, I got an opportunity to go to Arunachalam, Jyothi.
Okay.
So with the relatives only. I think I had to come back again for record submission and project submission. I went and I got A star. More than everybody I got. And in the middle, he said, "Your project is not so good." He said like that. But at the end, he gave. I think I had a very good rapport with my lecturers. I don't know how.
So
I got very good rating at the end. And later, see, whatever has happened. That whole worry process is waste.
Correct. This is so nice, Rekha, like all of us, no? Why did we worry when there was nothing to worry about?
Yeah.
So it's something like it's an eye-opener that you don't have to worry ahead for anything because everything will happen well.
Yeah.
Even
if don't go well also, nothing is there, nothing wrong.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
As you said, it's okay. If it's meant to be, it will be.
Yeah.
This is one practice which is very beautiful, Rekha. Like, it's okay. You make your effort. You make your effort without any worry, struggle and tension. Give your best shot. And then whatever result comes, you're happy. I mean, it's okay. Because you gave your effort was 100%.
Yeah.
And you did it worry-free.
Yeah.
That's very important. Practically, for everybody of us.
Yeah.
We should give our best to any work that we are doing. Put your 100% on it.
Yes.
Don't worry about anything because you're giving your best. And then whatever result comes, take it as prasadam. Whatever the result. And I think that's the entire sadhana. If you live like that, you will lose your doership, no? Slowly, step by step, you will lose the doer.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose the feeling that you are the doer. Yeah.
Yeah, the main concept of Bhagavan is that only. Like that sentence is there, no? Like, whatever is destined to happen, will happen. That main concept is this only.
Yeah,
I
Nannagaru also
fully
used to tell, no? If you understand this statement, you will not require sadhana. If you completely understand this statement
this
alone,
statement, yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, my whole life is based on that statement only. Oh, I was learning, and now I learned, no? See, now I learned, okay, after that again, see what will happen. And then I went to that Jyothi festival, no? So there, my mother-in-law also came, and we shared the same room, and the match was, she was looking for her son. So, bride and all.
You
And
happen
then
to be in the same room.
same room, and she was asking my relatives about that, and later we gave phone number and everything she gave, and we came back, and then we and my parents also, I thought, okay, it's in Arunachalam, so let's think about it, and then it's moved. And Nannagaru initially didn't speak anything about. First some Padma asked him that this is what happening, and he didn't speak much, but when my mother went, he said this will happen. This will happen definitely. And he said everybody is okay. His father only, that astrologically that matching should be there and all. That is the only pending thing. It will be done. And later I got to know, after my marriage and all, later I got to know that so the person who is seeing that horoscopes and all, no, he said, you just tell that it is fixed, it is matching.
Okay.
He did that match fixing also there. Like later, I mean, he is my father-in-law's friend only. He told me that Nannagaru told me like that. And
Nannagaru himself said, oh, it's good, you can move ahead.
He wanted this to happen because of that. Maybe he said to them, because he called him, bring both the horoscopes and come to me, here you can see. Then after going there, he said, you tell them it is fixed, it is matching. I don't know if it is matching or not, but finally approval. and then this again normal. I forgot about this sadhana and all. Who am I and all. And normally got married. And for our marriage, Nannagaru came and stayed for 4 hours. Morning 7 o'clock he came, and he stayed till 11 o'clock. And there all our relatives, so much effort. I mean, so much struggle now for him, like to come.
Yeah, poor thing. I mean, like
Morning
that way he
3
was
o'clock
so
he got up.
compassionate, Rekha. I mean, it was not necessary for him to, like, attendance would have done, but I mean, I don't know. I still can't comprehend how can someone love so much.
It's highly impossible for anyone.
Impossible, because how can you? Like, no, you can see. You can do a lot of things for your loved ones. Undoubtedly, you can do a lot of things for your loved ones, but not to this extent. No, like out of limits, always for everybody. For everybody, Rekha, thousands of people, thousands of devotees, never a no to anybody. Not only not a no, wholeheartedly he would visit them. He would stay there extra time. He would be so patient with us. So, I mean, he taught through his behavior how we ought to be.
How we should be.
Ought to live. How we ought to live. Maybe we can't be him. At least make an effort to be a little of him.
Yeah. So what he did, morning 3 o'clock he got up, and by car he came, and 7 to every time he used to come onto the stage 4 times like that, and Akshantalu used to put and bless me every occasion, like, and all are Nannagaru devotees. Many are Nannagaru devotees, our relatives. So they had a small meeting also there, and it was very nice.
So you were in a family that was devotees, holy atmosphere, holy presence.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
were
yeah.
in Nannagaru's presence for a very long time, and 4 generations were devotees.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
So
he
blessed.
said very good words about this marriage also, like Muhurtam is very good and all. And
Yeah.
later
You will have a
we
successful
got,
married life.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And many ups and downs were there actually.
Yeah, of course. No, no,
Actually.
no. I mean, he blesses us. I mean, he blesses us
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
way.
Yeah, he blessed.
Yeah.
He blessed.
Of course, Rekha. I mean, no marriage will be without ups and downs. Universal. This is universal thing.
Yeah, yeah, universal. That is universal truth.
Because see, just before satsang, no, like I was just listening for 10 minutes to the video of Nannagaru, I mean, the radio. So he was telling, like Krishna taught, Krishna recited Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in war field, right?
Hmm.
Before the war started. In midst of this war atmosphere, he has recited the Bhagavad Gita for Arjuna. So Nannagaru was telling, our home is a war field, our workplace is a war field. Your society is a war field. You are in war, but you can be worry free, you can be calm, you can be patient, and it will fetch you better.
Yes.
It will fetch you better. You will win your wars without much difficulty if you listen to the word of God. If you follow the word of God. So beautiful.
Then
please continue.
Then also we got opportunity for Guru Purnima. We did in 2005.
Nice.
And also later we moved to Bangalore, and Nannagaru used to come to his daughter's.
Bangalore, no? Yes.
So nobody used to be there. Only Shanti
Very
and
few
Kanna
people.
used to come. Only 2 people and we 2 and Raman, I think. Only we were there.
Only
And
few of you. You were lucky.
Yeah. We used to sit and looking at him only like that, and we had that
So you had a
privacy
beautiful
time.
opportunity because not too much crowd. You were an introvert, and you had all the time with Nana.
And also after our marriage, immediately we went to Arunachalam, and Nannagaru came that time, and we went to meet him. That time very less crowd is there, and he asked us to come inside, and he made us sit for half an hour with him. And he was doing some expressions. I felt that he is doing some work on us. And at the end of the half an hour, between he was talking normally, he was asking and all, and he said, you read Who Am I book daily. And at the end he gave an expression that work is completed. Something happened. Something he did that work inside me. I mean, inside both of us might be something he did. Oh, he will do like that. Then I got to know. Till then, I don't know that. I thought we have to.
I mean, he will speak as if he's like a small natural talk, but he will do a lot of work within that. You will realize that your struggle has gone, your difficulty has gone, like something has been removed out of you which was not needed.
And later that is all happened, and my husband has got some health problem. So he was seriously ill and all. And there that time also I was worrying actually in Bangalore only. I went to meet him, and he was serious that time also, like worry again, somewhat worry is there. But I mean, he was serious. Oh, I felt okay.
That itself means because you already had the experience, no? When you worried.
Already had. Then after few months, I mean 6 months, I struggled, and later I left it. Okay, I fully surrendered that time. Okay, I'm leaving. You do whatever you want, and then I was fully clean. I mean, very happy afterwards. Free from all those worries. I just have to do whatever I'm supposed to do. I will do it very sincerely and leave it. And you do whatever what is good for me, I don't know. If something bad is also good for me, you do it. I don't worry about it. You take care of it. I left it completely, and then he was happy later. we came to Hyderabad. Ramuthiras Garu and all helped. He said that it is good in Hyderabad, that surgery we have to go and all. And every, I think all suggestions from Nannagaru only, that indirectly he did that surgery there. And then, we got
the kidney, kidney.
Kidney transplantation. And then we came here, Hyderabad, and we got lot of support from Ramuthiras Garu also, and Vijay also used to come to our house.
I know. He was a very good friend of yours. I remember.
Very good friend.
Ramuthiras Garu also underwent the same operation, so they helped you. And I mean, Garu gives such huge support even through devotees, Rekha. I mean, if you are suffering with some,
for me, everything devotees only. Even if I have to go and search for a house, some devotee will be there. I
to help you out.
So many. I am really indebted to all those devotees. Actually, everyone helped me. It's like that. Actually, one thing happened. One more teaching happened here for me. After the surgery and all, we went to Jinnuru. So I asked him what. I didn't ask. He was always saying that this should not happen to Subbaraju. It should not happen to Subbaraju, but it happened. He was saying, and I'm getting the question. Then why he is getting? It should not happen. Then why it happened?
Why did it happen?
Why did it happen?
Maybe there must be something to this.
So I should ask this question. He is repeatedly telling. If he says one time and leaves, okay.
It's okay. So when he repeated, you wanted to ask him. Then why did it happen?
So I asked him one time, first time question from me. This is the first time. Then I asked, why did it happen? Then he said, he very strongly said, this is by the order of Arunachaleshwara. This happened because of the order of
Arunachala.
Then that one word is enough. People say, Nannagaru used to say, one word, one look is enough.
One word is enough. Correct.
One word is enough. Then that moment, that everything God only is doing. So what? We cannot think anything is bad or it is good for us.
Bad.
He is doing.
Correct.
If it is happening according to the orders of Arunachaleshwara, then
it is
who are we to judge it? We are not respecting them. Then I felt, okay, we should not. Then that word has changed me completely. After that, no worries left. Then that has right word at the right situation. Like in that situation, right words came from Nannagaru. That teaching only, that is enough for me, I felt.
Yes, and that transforms, like the right word at the right time. I mean, it's like one shot, you're done with it.
It went deep inside. That everything happens again, same, starting to end, this point to this point, same thing. I was keep on working on the same thing. And then also later again, he was from starting he was very keen about my job. He used to say that you have to do job, you do job like that. Once I was there, he said you will do job, and some other devotee came and she joined MBA, and her father is saying we want her to do job. He said no, not required for her. For me, he is definitely you have to do job.
It is good for whom, it is not good for whom, who should do, who should not do. I mean,
that is it.
It's not a common thing for everybody.
He said you have. And he was one time, my mother was also, after I started working, he was so happy. He was so happy, and he was very happy, proud sometimes like that. And my mother said, this is your sankalpa, no, Nannagaru. She questioned him that this is your sankalpa,
it's your sankalpa that is happening.
That she should work. He said, yes, this is my sankalpa, that she should work. Okay, then and also he tried for me. I was in Kakinada immediately after marriage. Then I went and met him in Rajahmundry. He came for Pushkaralu. So he said, "Oh, you." That time it was somewhat serious that I'm not trying for job. No? It was serious, and he said, "You come. I'm going to Hyderabad. You come to Hyderabad that time. I will see something if I can do." Like that, and I went. Especially he called me, and I went there and to Lakshmi Garu house. He was there in Madhapur Lakshmi Garu house. I went there, and he called Lakshmi Garu and said, "Take her to somehow some company. No, some company was there that take her and give sub. You take her and submit that resume. You go along with her." Like that, he said to Lakshmi Garu, and she didn't say anything. She was quiet and she was so busy. Devotees and everyone was
so many devotees, no? Like,
yeah, and I don't have to say anything. I was looking. Then same day, everybody came by 10. Everybody will come, no? Later. I went early morning, 6 o'clock. Many devotees later came, and Subbarao Garu also came. Then Nannagaru, in front of everyone, he asked Subbarao Garu, "You take her to that company and submit that resume." He did like that. Personally, he took a lot of interest for my. So later, also used to tell me, "You see BBC channel, then you will learn English." Like that, he used to tell me tips also.
My God, what only he did not address in life, no? He addressed every little detail of our life. I don't know. It is so unusual, Rekha. Somebody addressing every little thing in your life from your
because we were thinking that time work, that it is happening only
health,
only for us.
I mean, physical condition, your marital condition, your financial condition, your work condition. I mean, how can somebody address everything and direct you to truth? And I mean, this is something amazing. Yesterday, like we were talking, and we got to, meet Atmanand Garu, and he was asking, what do you generally speak in satsangs? I said, we don't have, because in their satsangs, I think they read the scriptures and they explain the scriptures. Generally, that's what the satsang's about, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, we were given, I mean, all the scriptures, essence, Nannagaru just poured into us. He just poured into us all his life that we are not left with anything to do at all. We just have to be.
Yeah, that is correct.
He poured into us his love, his grace, and his subject so much that there's nothing that we have to seek anymore. We just have to implement what he spoke.
Yeah, actually, recently if I read any book, Nannagaru already told us. It is like everything already we know by Nannagaru.
We know it. Yes, we by heart. It's not just we know it by heart.
Yeah. So that is one thing, and later after surgery, and I worked actually first 6 months in one company and later 10 months in Bangalore. Then later 2 years break and totally 6 years of break. I mean small time working, but still I got opportunity and I was working, and that time he was very happy and busy. Like taking care of Subbarao Garu and also work and small child.
Kids.
Like totally
you have
became very busy.
You have 2 kids, Jyothi? I mean, one boy?
Pardon?
One boy or one girl?
One boy.
One boy. What's his name?
Shiva Varma. His name was
him. Yeah, I remember, correct. Yeah. Among so many devotees, no? Yeah. How old is he now?
Yeah. He is inter second year now.
Inter second year.
17, 18.
Yeah.
So I became very busy and not doing any sadhana. I felt one day we went to every year we used to go to native place. If we go, we used to go and meet Nannagaru. Definitely once or twice in a year, and here at Sarnagar once or twice, because I was
used to come
busy.
Regularly, like in a year he used to come 4 times, so at least twice you used to meet him.
Yeah, twice I used to meet. So I went, and that time same, for a few years He was always like, how you are taking care of good health and again job and all. And then he never used to say anything else, and that's the only conversation. So once I went, no, that time Ramesh came. That Bhagavad Gita he used.
Bhagavad Gita Ramesh.
Ramesh.
Nannagaru used to
So
call
he
him
was,
moving Bhagavad Gita.
yeah. And Nannagaru was speaking highly spiritual matters with him. So I felt, oh, I am only looking for job, or what? He is talking only about job and my personal well-being only, but spiritually he is not talking to me. He is not telling anything to me. So I asked one question, got some courage and asked. So what should I do, Nannagaru? What sadhana should I do? So he told, no, you don't. I don't know what to do. Like that I asked. He said, you should not say like that. You do 10 minutes Nama Japam. You are working. You are very busy. You do only 10 minutes Nama Japam. That is enough. A person like me has to do 4 hours Nama Japam. And
he told about himself.
He is very normal, as if he has to do.
Individual, because most of the time he has to do 4 hours, and for you, because you are busy, you need to do 10 minutes.
10 minutes only. You need not do anything else. You just do 10 minutes Nama Japam. That's it, he has told me. I asked him and said that only. Okay, then again, okay. I anyway do 10 minutes. Okay, then I felt okay.
That's nice, no? At least he was specific that you should do it, even if you're busy 10 minutes. So I think you're doing even now.
Yeah, I do more now. I'm not working now.
Oh, good. So you can do 4 hours.
It's like while working, no, and kitchen and all, 2 hours it will take. I do outward only, like outside only, not inside.
Oh, really?
Inside means,
huh? Again, you might deviate, no? So you do it louder. Oh, good.
Loudly.
Nice.
Yeah. I got the tip. Actually, I found it because inside means we'll lose somewhere. So I thought if we do outside,
no. Take you away.
Yeah.
You know you're doing it.
Yeah. And also once Nannagaru was after surgery and all these things, he used to appreciate me like anything. Like every time I go, he used to tell, you are doing so nicely, you are taking care of Subhraj Garu and all he used to tell. I thought, okay, it's normal only, why he is appreciating for that, I don't know. But many times he appreciated me, and after that more grace on me only. Initially it was like
Rekha,
more grace
on him, but more it was on you. That's because he always encourages to do work with love. Rekha, this is how, for all the devotees, he taught working with love. So you do not know the struggle. If whatever you love, no, you don't feel like you have worked. If you do something you love, you will not feel like you have worked. So he used to make us love what we were doing.
Yeah. If he says, then we feel like, this is the greatest work I'm doing then. Oh, then we'll do, no? That's what to encourage. Yeah.
True, Rekha. That's why he used to tell, no? Yajnam means sacrifice, yajnam. I mean, doing a tapas, yajnam or tapas, no? Like, generally, we think that you have to go to Himalayas or you have to go to a forest to do tapas and you have to attain God. But Garu told us so profound and beautifully that you live in your family life. You don't have to escape. You don't have to run away anywhere. You just be where you are. You just be where God has placed you. You be with your spouse. You be with your children. You do your work. But do it as tapas. Do it as tapas. I mean, you don't have to run away to do tapas. Your work, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you work, just do it the way God asked you to do. That is tapas.
Yes.
Tapas does not mean you have to escape anything in life. You do everything in life like everybody else does, but do it as tapas, meaning without selfishness, work as worship. Give your best to what you're doing and leave the rest to God. And whatever comes, take it with prasada buddhi, and you're transforming yourself beautifully. You're losing your doership successively. No progress. You progress slow and steadily, and never look back. Like Abraham Lincoln says, "I am a slow walker, but I shall not look back." I shall not look back. So slowly and steadily walk towards him and reach the state that he is in by the simple techniques and clues that he has given us with huge love.
Yeah. The main thing is I was very happy actually. I was happily doing it. That is the only difference. Anyway, we have to do it. But I'm not suffering myself. I'm not suffering myself. I'm happy. That's why he is happy. That's what he expects from us, I felt. And he always wants his devotees to be happy only, whatever situation may be.
Yes,
and
correct. Yes.
If we face boldly, he would be like, he would fully shower his grace on us.
Yeah. This also I was telling Rekha. Do your work with love and have courage. Never fear anything in life. Let what may come. Be strong, be courageous, be brave and bold, and do it with lot of confidence.
Yeah.
You don't have to be timid and fearful. Do it with lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So you've learned a lot. I mean, like through your practice. It's not just words. You are practicing them in your daily life, and I think that's what makes you very beautiful.
Yeah. And once Nannagaru said, you suddenly everybody was there, and suddenly I was sitting somewhat far. Suddenly he said, you are taking care of Subbaraju very well. You will be in Bhagavan's heart.
Oh, very sweet.
People
That's
like
really
you
will
be in Bhagavan's heart. Oh, I felt, this is enough for this life.
Cloud 9.
Cloud 9.
I mean, that's
actually,
sufficient. Actually, so true, Rekha. Whenever Nannagaru appreciated us, we felt like this is enough. For instance, like I mean, there were so many situations like this for many devotees. For me, especially these last days when he said, "You have taken such good care of me. I will never forget you. I will never forget your love and service for me." I was so overwhelmed because I hardly did anything, Rekha. People thought I did something. Nannagaru said I did something. I did nothing. It was just an opportunity to be with him in those days. And if he didn't keep me beside him, it wouldn't have been practical to be beside him. There was nothing that I did. But it was so heart-touching and overwhelming that you will want to do that for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And that's what drives your life, actually.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. See, now when he said, you're doing so well, I mean, you will be in Bhagavan's heart, these words will inspire you to live like that for the rest of your life, whatever you're doing.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is tapas.
Yeah. Actually, in a very subtle manner, he made us, he transformed us. I mean, nobody can do it in very less teaching, I mean, personally, he didn't do that, this and all, no?
He never said do this and do that. He only appreciated you for what you were and made you do better. With lot of love and with lot of compliments, with lot of praise. I mean, it was such a beautiful and wonderful way of doing it, no, Jyothi? I mean, ade antar kada. It's like you hit the calf and take it to the shed, or you show it the green grass, make it taste the green grass, and it feels so good, it's so yummy, it's so tasty. So it goes after it. You don't have to chase it from behind.
Yeah.
So I was just telling him yesterday, no, we were all pulled from the heart. We didn't push from the brain. We were pulled from the heart.
Yeah.
So then after that,
then I was okay, and then one time he gave one kind of teaching to me in a different way. Actually, what happened? I and my mother, we both came. And Nannagaru, some person who is doing lot of social service actually. So he also came there, and he was doing lot of things, and Nannagaru is appreciating for a kid's education and all he's doing and all those things, and he appreciated him a lot, and he left after some time. Then he said, what he, however, how many times we tell him not to do over, but he will do. Like that he told after he left. What is this? And he is looking at both of us. What is this? So this is something what we are doing. I felt so bad about it actually, because in front of him we praised him.
He was praising and appreciating him, and after he left, he was like, "Why should you overdo it? When I'm telling him you don't need to overdo it, you do it sufficiently, but he's overdoing it." And then what did you feel? What did you feel about it?
What I felt is, maybe I am also doing, because I saw that situation, I didn't like it, but I think something he is giving, because he is looking at both of us only. He, you know, will know.
He meant to convey something to you.
Something to me. That thing is, I felt that maybe my and my mother will talk sometime if someone comes and we say, they don't listen, no. So after they left, after they leave, then I think we'll talk. Like they do, why they suffer like that? Like that we will talk. Might be that is wrong thing we are doing.
And that's why he's just presenting it to you.
Showed that scenario whole to us, and we only felt bad. Okay, then I took that point actually.
I mean, this is very, very beautiful and profound. This is very beautiful and profound because it made you understand. It's not like, why is Nannagaru talking about them at their back when he had appreciated them in front of them? As soon as they went at their back, he's talking like this. And then immediately you understood that that's what we do in daily life, and we are not supposed to do it because it's wrong to do that.
Yeah.
So he's only teaching us a lesson very subtly by doing it himself. Rather than telling you this is what you do, you don't do it. He will do it and show it to you that this is not right.
This is not right.
And this is so beautiful of you, Rekha, because not many people understand it this way. You had the subtle intellect to understand every action of Guru, why he does it, for what purpose he is doing, and how he is changing the person you are. That's wonderful. That's really wonderful.
That I used to spend more time on those things. Like, when I used to analysis skills were there somewhat. So
very good,
put
very
this
good.
words and in 2015 I went to some Tirtha Yatra. Like I took a risk in my job. Like many temples, because all these days with this job and my health conditions,
it's very difficult to travel.
Very difficult. I didn't go anywhere. So that thing was there. Like I have to go. I want to go to somewhere pilgrim places.
Do some pilgrimages and come. Visit pilgrims.
What happened? I went to Tamil Nadu, all temples.
Okay.
Many temples, 17 temples.
Full
10 days.
Tamil Nadu.
So my I have only 3 days leave, but I took a risk in my job also for that. I went, and before going, my grandmother said, "Okay, you concentrate on every temple. You take the picture into your memory."
So
later also you need not go. You can just remember that, and you will. So I went to those temples. So holy temples, all the Palani and Tiruchendur, many temples, and everywhere it went well. And also I took everything into my memory.
Captured the images.
Captured everything. And that concentration helped me. Actually, what happened, that Ekagrata came, or I don't know, after coming back, full those temples, those lingas only I'm getting in my memory. I'm visualizing those only. I am in this world, but I am not.
But
world disappeared for me. World disappeared for me for 10 days. Like I'm here, I'm going for a job and all. So many things are happening, and I'm not receiving anything. My mind is completely inward. I mean, world disappeared for me. Whatever is happening is I'm not reacting to. I'm not taking it actually. My senses are not taking those things. It is a very good experience. No mind state, I can say. And then only I took a lot of things there. So I lost my job there. Then that felt very happy also. I was okay, like that. I was very cool. Whatever is destined to happen, it happened.
It will happen.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Then I was free. Then I got to know that Nannagaru in December, and Nannagaru is in Arunachalam, and so I came there that time. And the Nannagaru, by seeing me, he used to ask me a question, like, you are always happy now, like that. So I used to say, yes, I am happy. I'm happy, like that. I used to say. Yeah, and that time, immediately seeing me, he said, "You're always happy." Yes, I'm happy. Then I was meeting him like 4 5 days there, so I was daily going to meet him, and
Visiting him
he was
daily,
saying,
sitting in his satsang, sitting personally with him.
yeah, personally that time he said, yatra, what is there? Yatra is just nothing. Yatra will only make you understand how people are living there.
Yes.
It is
I
okay,
mean, like
good
you
to
will
go.
get to see a lot of cultures. You will get to see how people live. I mean, you get to see various cultures and people, and traveling gives you an experience. That's all. I mean, how people live their life, the vast culture and their food habits.
Yeah. And also so he said, you are jnani. That time he said, you are jnani. Jyothi is jnani. Like that he said. And okay, why he is saying like that? Then next day I said, okay, it is good, Nana. Every time I meet, he says that. Jyothi is jnani.
That trip, whenever you met him, he was saying you're a jnani.
So I said, it is good if I become jnani Nannagaru. I said. Then he said, don't say like that. If that is the true state, jnani is the true state for everyone.
Jnanam is true state. True. Correct.
If anybody tells you are jnani, you don't say that no, I am not jnani, like that.
Not jnani.
Say, yes.
It's so wonderful, no? I mean, it's so wonderful the way he puts it, no? That you are that. You are not anything but that. So you should be surprised when people say you are something else. You should be convinced that you are that I am. That's all. Yeah. I mean, it is a way of a very beautiful teaching telling you that you are that. Whatever is not I am is not you. So why are you identifying with that? So stop identifying. You are that only.
Yeah, that teaching.
You know it. You know it or not. You are that.
You are that. So anybody says, you don't tell that you are not jnani, like that. And also at the last day when I was leaving, he said many things that day. Like your a job and all, I didn't tell him that I was not working that time, because what he will say and all. Okay, why always job only? No, he will talk about job only. So I didn't tell him
anyway.
Anyway, finally one day he asked, "Are you? Why did you come? Why did you come?" Like that he was. I said, "I am not working currently, so I came. I am free." Oh, you are free. You came. You need not come. You need not come to Arunachalam also. Like that. He actually, after the surgery, he never asked us to come and meet him. He's okay, you don't come, like that only he used to say. I mean, not come. He never encouraged us to.
Yes.
Personally,
like not required so much.
Not required.
You don't need to travel and struggle so much. Like you are anyway jnani.
What happened that time? He said, anyway, I'm not working. No, he said, you'll become busy again. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then he said, how much salary you are getting? That much you put in bank? Oh, proud of you, like that he was telling. And then for that moment he was telling many things, but my mind is completely after that trip. No, I was in that state completely.
Nothing affected you at all.
What you will show me this money or job? What is this? I am not at all moving any. Nothing is happening inside me. I'm like a rock. I'm standing like that. Nothing now.
Nothing is registering also.
Yeah.
So because you've already registered what you had to register.
Yeah, yeah. So he said many things, and he said you are IPS.
Hmm.
I don't understand till now, Usha. He said that day you are
You're right.
IPS. I don't understand that. Why he said like that. I don't know. Then I know you. You don't know. He said that day that you
I know you
don't know
more than
about
you know
yourself.
yourself.
I know you.
Yeah, yeah,
I know you.
yeah.
I felt that he know me from long time. I mean,
Yeah,
from
not
many
just this
births.
life. Yes, he knows from the time we have uh, got into separateness. I mean, the separation that has come from the self, and
Yeah.
then we tend to identify with the name and form. From the beginning of time, he knew everything
Hmm.
because he is the self. No? Everything that arose from the self, or which appeared, even if it's an illusion, whatever appeared in the self, he is aware of. So he very subtly conveys to us that everything is happening in him. We are a part of him, and we are identifying with that which is not us. So he's making us identify with the true self and getting rid of all that is not you in a very beautiful and subtle way, Rekha. And your entire speech was practically him teaching you at every step and bringing you to the source.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful,
And
beautiful.
the best thing I did was I was practicing that that I should get
Antarmukhatvam.
antarmukam.
Yeah, yeah. The
So that
inner
state
look.
was
Yeah,
inner look. I was already very, I mean, no thoughts, no. So I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
I
yeah.
was doing that actually, but it is somewhat, it will come out, no, that is coming out.
Yeah, yes,
So
yes.
last day I got some good idea that I went into his room. So much crowd was there, but it was I could not get into that room
You
much.
got, yeah, yeah.
I used to come in line and go, but that day I somehow managed to
You
come
pushed
into that
through
room.
your way through
Push.
inside.
Somehow I did that, and in the corner somewhere I was standing, and inside me I prayed, Nannagaru, I'm trying to get this in Antarmukam. I'm trying so much.
State,
You
yeah.
please bless me,
Hmm,
help me
hmm,
in this
hmm,
process.
hmm.
Immediately, so many people were there in front. I
Just
was
looked at you.
somewhere. He looked, and that look is not normal. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a big eye. That eye is
Yeah,
different
one
from
look is enough,
normally.
no? That look he has given you.
That look, I can't explain. That look is different. That is, immediately he looked, and in that some hole, I'm seeing him, and he asked me to come forward, and then he looked at me like that, and I got tears because something he did,
Yeah,
and
of course, of course, of course.
he did, and I don't know, but we are ignorant, no, we don't know what
Yeah,
is
he works,
happening.
he churns it, he works inside. Yeah.
Yeah. Then few days I could
He blessed
feel
you. I
only
mean, because you
Nannagaru.
see, not many ask. Reckon not many people ask this with wholeheartedly. No, like not. I mean, people generally go with their desires, go with their wants, and requirements in life. It's very few that genuinely, wholeheartedly ask for an inner life. And then when he's so pleased when you ask for inner life, or when you ask for purification, or when you ask that you want to realize yourself and you don't need anything here. And that's what pleases him most, and his grace flows multifold actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, please continue, Rekha.
Yeah. And that day then he looked at me, and later I could feel him. After I left, I came back. I was only remembering Nannagaru only. That grace and love. Then I could feel fully, like I was like, how can someone love? I mean, that is
So much,
only divine love
so
only.
much,
That is only
yeah.
inside, only
Immeasurable,
God.
immeasurable,
Immeasurable, and that is.
unconditional.
And then I look back, what he did to me is personally, he did many things for me personally, and afterwards, one more point I forgot, while I was working and very busy, I was not able to manage. work, this
home, kids,
take care of family
then
and all. Then he sent my parents here. He told them that
go and help her.
Go and help her. And for 8 years they were here only while I was working.
Wow.
They took another house and they were helping me. And that I was not able to convey that I'm very feeling difficult to do all these things. I was not able
he
to
has
convey.
become. That's what I keep telling Rekha. Most of the times, all the devotees, what he did was he became our everything. He became our well-wisher. He became our guide. He became our protector. He became our mother, father, sibling, child, grandfather. He played every role possible in our life to keep us anchored in the self.
Yeah. And
so
I looked back, and it was like he did so much for me. What is this? And I could not forget him for many days, like continuously, same state. Like we, like after that spiritual journey, I was constant.
The state continued. Your beautiful chocolate state continued.
This time I was like continuously remembering Nannagaru, and I became very emotional. So that time, and.
So touching, Rekha. So heart touching.
So, yeah. Sorry.
No, you don't need to say sorry. Tears of bliss. Today somebody, like this conversation also had come up. I'll tell you a small example of, like about an incident that happened with Bhagwan. This guy who has discovered this atomic bomb and all, that they blasted Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This guy who discovered that formula, like felt bad that his formula was utilized for the destruction, a horrible destruction.
Yeah.
So, and somebody, one of his friends or somebody close to him has brought him to Bhagwan itself, Rekha. And he came and he was so full of suffering and sorrow in his heart and he couldn't overcome it. So when he was brought to Bhagwan, I think, Bhagwan, and one Bhagwan or somebody, a very close disciple of Bhagwan who was living for long, and I think Bhagwan wasn't, I think it's Bhagwan. Just one look at him, he sat with tears for almost 12 to 24 hours, one whole day.
Yeah.
I mean, arrested in the heart and continuous bliss. And later he has written about this in a newspaper in his country, an article called Tears of Bliss.
Yeah.
And he said, all the research I did all my life, all the scientific research I did to discover something took me my entire life, and it got me so much suffering, and with just one look, in a click of a moment, the Indian sage could remove my suffering and send me into bliss, send me into tears of bliss. What we have attained, I thought we achieved in a lifetime, and what we suffered, in a click of a moment, they can remove it for you and send you into bliss. This is the beauty of Indian sages.
Yeah, really.
I mean, what beauty is that, Rekha? I mean, our saints and sages so profound, our land so blessed, our people so blessed, and it's sad that most of us are, like in the name of westernization, we are going haywire when we have such huge, beautiful spiritual treasure in this land.
Yeah. And there is lot to share, so I'll complete it. When in 2016 we went, this is all happened in 2015, no? In 2016 we went and personally met him. Then he was asking many, like that time he asked me to sit next to him and asking me questions and asking me to repeat his words. Generally we have to repeat, no, that he was doing, and still I felt that patience thing I have to still improve. My words were not so worthy. It's like that. The way I speak, it's not like Nannagaru speak. No, it's different. So I have to improve a lot. I felt this that humbleness is still I have to improve. I felt. And then he asking about my marriage, how it happened, and all. He was remembering. He was telling all those things.
He was making you recollect everything that he did for you.
Everything, and he asked, "Is he looking after? Are you happy?" Kind of question to me, and again to him, like, "Is she helping you?
Are you taking good care of her? Is she helping you?"
Is she? Then he said, "She is helping me a lot." Then he was very happy, and then their family is different. They are good-hearted people like that. The family is different. They are good-hearted people like that. He said, and also I think 2016 two times. 2015 also we went once, and he said that time that I have a lot of respect for you. He said like that.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
And I was like, this life, why he respect? Maybe in previous life something. I think, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, what is there to respect me now? Maybe he's talking about some past thing which has happened.
Yeah, I felt like that.
Or else why should he respect so much? Yeah. Maybe it was respect because he sees the beauty in your heart, no, Rekha. Like probably with human eye, people maybe cannot see, but God can see what you are in your heart and how you have served, with how much love you were doing, the work you were doing. He knows, no? So like, it's natural for him to say he respects you.
Yeah. And again, he said one more thing. He said, like, I never cry actually. Only these bliss tears or emotional tears for others I get. I never cry actually. For generally,
for yourself.
Like, for myself, I never cry.
I mean, you don't feel pain for yourself, but if somebody is in pain, you feel the pain.
Yeah, that is there, and I am somewhat strong. I become very stone-hearted sometimes. Like,
no, maybe not stone-hearted, Rekha. Maybe not stone-hearted. You have matured through the process of, like the evolution, the spiritual evolution makes you peaceful, makes you accept things as they are. It's not stone-heartedness. It's just that you are more mature and balanced, and you're able to accept it as it is. And probably you don't take it as the reality, the truth, Garu. I mean, it's not the truth. You're just responding it. You are not as sensitive as before because of your maturity. Not because you're becoming stone-hearted. Not because you're becoming stone-hearted.
Nannagaru said, that time only in the Arunachalam, he said, she is like Krishna. In Krishna, always smiles even in battlefield. She is also like that. She is always smiling only. And he said, he knows me completely. That's why he said that I never cried. That time I got emotional tears. Then he said, this is the only time she cried.
He drilled it, he made you cry, and he said, this is the only time.
He made me cry. And
in a very positive, beautiful way.
And in 2017 also I came in April.
Okay.
Then I was showing lot of love on me, like you became so thin, like that. He was asking. My mother said, no, she is okay. No, you don't know. She became thin. She is eating or not? Is she eating well? Are you eating well? Like that. Lots of love. Even parents don't recognize. Like from every part of him is showing love. I felt like that. Like I was about to cry. Then he stopped. then he gave dhanimaka, he gave pomegranate to me.
Pomegranate.
You will eat this, you eat this, like that he said. And later that is the only thing. And 2017 last days, I got to know from Vijay that he is not well. And also one more, August I met him in 2017 Hyderabad.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Then I said my work
that was
was
his last trip.
year I met only once.
Mm.
That time I was very busy at office and also not so good. I was not able to take it. My health is also getting spoiled that time due to heavy work, and also I thought I should stop working or what. Then I asked Nannagaru. Last question is, Nannagaru, I'm feeling so difficult. Shall I stop working? He said, no. You are very small age. You have to work. I said it is being difficult. Then he said, okay, do small job, simple job, but job. You have to
don't stop working.
Stop working. Don't stop. That is maybe that busyness will.
He wants us to be occupied in a positive way.
Yeah. So that I don't get extra vasanas or something.
Yes. True. Rekha, always, Nannagaru never encouraged not working. Do some work, do constructive work, with great love, and your evolution is in work, not by quitting and escaping work. He never encourages skipping or escaping work at all, Rekha. I mean, for everybody. Because it keeps you occupied in the right, occupied well, positively. It is constructive, it helps you, it helps others.
Yeah.
And then he gives example of Lord Krishna or any avatar Purusha that came also. Nobody quit work. Everybody worked, Rekha, including Bhagavan, including Nannagaru. Bhagavan used to go into kitchen and cut vegetables. He used to cook.
Yeah.
He used to participate in all the work that people were doing. He used to put a hand in everything that people were doing. Just to show an example to us that it's not good to sit idle. You have to work.
Do something. His message is like, do something. Now only don't take. But it happened like I also thought, okay, but I had to, because of many situations, I stopped work. After 1 month itself, I had to quit that job because my mother got dengue fever and admitted, and they are not giving me leave to take care of her. And I am also, I got suddenly high BP and all. So I stopped working there. I had to quit. Then 2017, I thought, now I'm free. No, I'll go to Nannagaru more frequently. But in 2017 December only it happened, like that. And I went before that day. I came and visited him, and afterwards I got a dream also afterwards that I felt so bad that why it happened. I mean, again, like he should not suffer, like that I felt. But that day he came in my dream that he is very happy and strong, healthy, and he is like sitting like a king in that dream. Because I felt that way that
many people know when Nannagaru was sick and bedridden, many devotees got a dream that he was young, he was healthy, he was glowing. He was asking to make some pongal with some devotees. He was like sitting on sofa and smiling in some residences. Like many people got a dream that he was brilliant, bright, light, and youth.
Yeah.
So when people called me, and told me this, I was thinking, my God, Nannagaru is in this position on the bed, and how is he coming in dreams like that? Then, like you analyzed, I analyzed and saw that Nannagaru was ever beautiful, the divine self. It's just his body that's suffering. It's never him. He is always beautiful, ever charming, ever beautiful, ever blissful, true self.
Yeah. That's what I felt. Okay, because I felt that way, then immediately that thing came. Like he is very royal. Wow, then I am satisfied. Okay, he is self. No, like why should we feel like that? Then I felt, and then another dream I got from inside only. That voice, Nannagaru voice, is coming from inside me. That is one thing. Like he is nowhere. He is inside us only. That is the message.
Wow, beautiful.
And after 2015, no, I came back from that day. I prayed, no, for that antarmukam, for that inward life. So after coming back, I got a dream that he is smilingly looking at me and asking me, "Are you not getting introvert? Are you not getting that state like that?" It's not worry also, like happily. He is naughtily, mischievously is asking,
He's
"Are
asking
you
you,
not getting
are you not getting this
like
state?
that?" That state. So he might be working. Maybe something is stopping
Definitely,
him.
he's definitely working from within. Yeah.
Also, that is there, and yeah, I think I wanted to share one more thing about my mother. The experience of my mother. It's
Mother with
only
Nannagaru.
one
Okay. Yeah.
experience. My
Tell
mother
me.
is also very good devotee. We are both like that. We just come, not frequent visitors. My mother also could not visit much, but yearly once or twice and attending meetings sometimes and like that. And the initial days, Nannagaru was like, if anybody is eligible, he would give that state directly. That
Oh yes.
he is that
I mean,
much.
it's got nothing to do with how much you roamed around or how much you were in his presence. If you had the maturity, the inner maturity, you were blessed wherever you were, Rekha. I mean, many. I mean, I have seen many foreigners who came just once or twice and received what they had to and left. So you never know how he works on each one. Yeah.
So my mother, initial days, she was very devoted that time, Bhagwan songs, fully devoted this subject she used to read. And then she got a dream. In the dream, Nannagaru said, "See, I will show you the truth. That happiness, how it is, you will experience now. A bit only I will show. Then you do sadhana and get that state.
Become independent. Yeah.
You then try, because you will have the taste of that. You will try.
Then you can try for it.
Then
Yes.
try for it. Then he showed a black region was there inside her only. Then he removed a layer like this, a bit, and then she got overwhelming joy, and she was got up from sleep. She experienced it actually,
She experienced it in the heart, like the release of this bliss.
that she said it is like some oceans are overflowing, how it will be.
Yes.
That sentence is also there in Aksharmanmala, that Sukha Samudram Uppanga. Next I forgot what. That state, but a second only, but that he gave. That was the intensity Nannagaru. Initial days I used to attend meetings also, public meetings. Even in Rajahmundry he used to give some discourses, and there he used to tell high level subject based on the audience. He used to tell there all gurus will come, no? Generally Rajahmundry means all gurus, many great doctors, they all used to come. And I felt that we are eligible. It is like that's a great opportunity that even Nannagaru definitely he tried a lot. Initial days he used to try to give to many people, but
actually he wanted to bestow it on all of us.
Bestow it. His intention was to bestow it
to everybody. Like no matter what you are, what you think, or what the karma you in store, it's got nothing to do. He just wanted to just bestow it on everybody. But as you said, no, you need to have the maturity to receive it.
It
but
is
anyway,
not
as he said, no, you are a jnani. So let us remain in this, that we are that, and whatever is not, let it go. It will go away.
We have to initially also I forgot one point. Initially I said, no, childhood days I used to read Ramana Bhaskara and all. Then I used to identify my faults clearly. Childhood only, 15 years age itself, I used to find I have this fears, I have hatredness, all this I used to identify and pray God that remove these things. And I used to try, but still we need some support from God also, like Bhagavan.
Yes, true. I mean, like, I mean, this is the advantage of a guru coming in your life when you're young, Rekha, because I have similar experience of, like I used to feel that there's a lot of impurity, and to sit in his presence, you have to cleanse me of all this. If you want me to sit beside you, you please cleanse me of all this and make me as pure as you are, so that we are one. I don't want to be separate and sit with you with the dirt in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the tender age, we get so influenced by his beauty that we want to be like him.
Yeah. Really, it is not easy to be close with him.
Not easy. Yeah.
Because that much purity, our impurities will be shown up.
Make you, as you said,
and we'll know it.
Miserable. And you
miserable.
Want to remove it.
Yeah.
And that's when intense prayer comes, Rekha. Please remove it. Please make me pure. Please make me pure and make me one with you. This intense, wholehearted prayer comes in that holy presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I always used to feel that whenever there are many struggles in life, that grace only helped us to be normal. Like, we are able to face all those because of the grace only. Otherwise, how can we be so normal? And
as if nothing happened. Yeah.
Nothing happened. And after that grace only, I mean Nannagaru only tells that you faced all these things very boldly, so I'll give you grace again.
This is one Maya.
This is what I am. I'm nothing. I get struggles by orders of Arunachaleshwara, and these grace only will help us to face them. And again, because we faced, we get grace again. What is this? I'm nothing in this whole scenario, all grace only.
Beautiful, Rekha. Unnade anugraham. Whatever is there is just grace. You made it very clear in your speech.
Whatever is there, I feel that only. Whatever is there is grace only, nothing else. We are nothing. Here, no eyes is not there. Only. And also, I have one tendency of having friends I love actually, and I used to get remembrance of them frequently, and that mamakar, maybe that ragam or whatever. So in dream he showed me that you should not, because Jnanam wants to catch you. You are not, you are doing something else, that thing, still looking for them. So in that, after that I worked on it and I left it. Then
you have detached attachment now.
Yeah. I struggle. I mean, I have that tendency. I love people. I used to get their remembrance always. So, but still, now I think 80% reduced, only 10 to 20%. After that, immediately I deliberately could reduce that. Worked on it actually. And also once he came in my, after that immediately he came in my dream. And he came in my dream and he became a lady, Nannagaru lady, and hugged me in dream. And told that I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you. Like that, he was so much happy. His feeling about me. Maybe because I could understand his messages. That dream is also not so easy. Something differently it came, and I could find it. That some cow came and catching of my hand, trying to it is not leaving me. But my friends are helping me to come out of that, and I was looking at my friends only. But it is not harming me. It is not leaving me. Like that 1 hour, and later it left. Because I'm not listening, no, I'm only looking for my friends.
You are attracted to your friends.
Friends only. Then after that, I took lot of time to understand the dream. what it is, what it is. I get many dreams actually. I get many dreams which have some intense meaning. Generally also now, normally like. Yeah, for that I have to struggle. For that I have to analyze and understand that. This is one thing. After that, Nannagaru came in my dream and gave assurance that he is very happy for that. Maybe I understood that at least.
Yes. I mean, you're taking it in the right sense, and you were whatever was conveyed to you with your analysis, you're understanding it, and he expresses again that he's happy with your understanding.
Yeah. Also, no, whenever I was not able to meet him, sorry, it is time only 2 minutes. Only
no
3-4
problem.
minutes.
No, that's okay. No, it's okay, ma. You just take your time and finish it. It's okay.
Actually, I used to do one kind of puja kind. In puja, I used to do manasika puja, like
puja.
I could not meet Nannagaru for many days, so I used to mentally visualize that, imagining that I am moving now. Like if we close, I used to go in that imagination to Nannagaru and touch his feet every day. That is my puja. Touch his feet and come back. And same thing with Arunachalam also, like Bhagavan Ashram. I have that visuals in my memory, so I go there and do namaskar.
Do a pradakshina, you do namaskar.
Do whatever you want in your imaginary visualizing thing. And also later
that you visualize touching his feet, being in his presence.
Later I found that someone told that Manasika Puja, it will be like this, and it is good, like that. I was doing some experimenting like that, and then they said it is correct only. Okay, then that is one thing, and that's it. I think I told everything.
So nice. Like a little child, no? I finished my assignment, ma'am. I finished my assignment.
I should do that justice to this.
Nannagaru, is it okay? I have finished my assignment. Oh, very good. 5 stars. All stars, A++. So happy for you, and so happy that you shared such beautiful moments with Nannagaru, and the way you analyzed it and the way you presented it was really beautiful. Though you're an introvert, maybe you were not, so expressive, but you conveyed the message so well that we did understand all that you spoke. So assignment done beautifully well in his grace, Mona.
This is the work given by Nannagaru, I think, for me. So I have to do it correctly, no? That's why.
Yes. That's why I'm telling you. You have with distinction stars.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Rekha, for this sharing. It was wonderful. You reminded us also of the work that he does so well and so subtly and beautifully well, and we will remain with tears of bliss. And no other tears but tears of bliss. All devotees. Thank you so much, Rekha. So glad
thank you. I also wanted to thank you guys, like Grishma and all the Usha and everyone, Madhavi.
Many, Madhavi, Vijay.
Actually, I was listening to all the
literature work. Aparna, Gita. Many people are working, like we have seen on the screen, but my work is actually very limited. There are so many people working on so many assignments and projects.
Actually, I never thought I would share it, but I got inspired by this satsangs. I was enjoying learning many things from this satsangs, and that's why I thought I should also do my part. And that's why I came.
So I think you will come forward on this platform and share more things and share more subjects that inspired you. Yeah. So it's not over. It will get extended. Nannagaru will make sure you will work.
Let's see.
Thank you so much, Rekha. Yeah?
Yeah.
Om
Thank you.
Shri Nana Paramatmane Namaha. Thank you.
Om Shri Ram.
गुरुरूपमो गिरिरूपमो श्रीनान्नपादमे माको शरणं